So I'm eating this fucking beef jerky. It's from a company called Larissa's Kitchen. Larissa, the O has a little heart inside of it. And it's Korean barbecue seasoned. And it says, like, the package looks like a health food. And on it says made with 100% grass-fed beef and is gluten-free. I don't even know if beef jerky normally has gluten, but they've chosen to advertise. This is hipster beef jerky. Like, the packaging is like mostly white with some soft colors and like a nice green. Oh, you know what it is? There's green onions that are like out of focus at the top of the bag that just give it a green tinge. So like, yeah, you're gonna eat your beef jerky with fucking green onions next to what looks like a soy sauce dip. It's actually kind of weird. I'm guessing that's the Korean barbecue sauce that they used, and maybe it's got green onions in it. But it's just beef jerky on like a fucking cutting board next to. This is actually a really weird packaging the longer I stare at it. But you know, it's a beef jerky package. Actually, there's writing on the back. There's more than a snack inside this bag. There's a philosophy, a way of life, a belief that what we put in our bodies says a lot about who we are and what we care about. This is the most pretentious food in the whole world. That's what I'm getting at here. We created Larissa's Kitchen because we care about doing things the right way, growing with love, sourcing with care, adding a special grilling step to bring a wonderful smokiness to each unique recipe. We spent the time creating something that's both responsible and delicious, so it's easy for you to make a responsible and delicious decision. We know your day is full of choices, and that's why at Larissa's Kitchen we work hard to make this choice an easy one. Made with 100% grass-fed beef raised without added growth hormones. And that's just all the normal stuff about beef jerky. Now look, this defeats the whole aesthetic of beef jerky. Like, you go to beef jerky for your Jack Links and your fucking Sasquatch ads, you know? Or your fucking beef jerky made by like a whiskey company or something. Isn't Jack Daniels, don't they have they have a fucking beef jerky? Like, beef jerky is all about badass masculine action. It's supposed to be for cowboys, you know? That's why they got like bulls on the cover. This shit is some twee hipster goddamn beef jerky. Now, having said that, I don't really like this beef jerky, but it's not because of the beef. It's actually a really great cut of beef. Like, every bite I've taken has been really succulent. There hasn't been any, like, gristly pieces. Hasn't been any chewy bullshit that I'm stuck on for 8 years. Like, it's good meat, but there's not nearly enough flavor. It's Korean barbecue seasoned, and it only, like, I mean, it just tastes like fucking generic beef jerky. Like, it barely has an extra flavor. Now, I only tried this because it was a different flavor I'd never heard of, and, like, the only two that they had in the Larissa's Kitchen kind were, like, Korean barbecue and sriracha. So, like, the most hipster flavors fucking imaginable. You know, they don't have normal flavors, but that's why I wanted to try it, you know. It turns out, it's, you know, it's kind of weak. But, I'll tell you how to beef jerky. You either get the teriyaki flavored beef jerky, which is the old standard, the standby. Don't get original flavor, it has no flavor. You want fucking teriyaki, at minimum. But then there's the spicy and hot. And the spicy and hot isn't as flavorful as the teriyaki, but it is spicy and hot. And it's got a really great kick, a really succulent kick that hits you just right. I definitely recommend the spicy and hot, as well as the teriyaki. But I also really recommend the prime cuts. See, you get beef jerky and it's just like a bunch of slabs of beef, but there's no measuring it. Like, they kind of try to make it like 8 ounces or whatever, but like you might open the bag and it might be like 2 big pieces and nothing else, and those 2 big pieces are super rough, you know? Like, you don't know what it's gonna be. But if you get the prime cuts where they've like created like these little mini sausages of beef jerky, it's always consistent. Every single bite is equally good, you know? It doesn't have the same sense of mystery. as a regular beef jerky. But I also feel like you get more. Tender bites, that's what they're called. Something like that. Those are consistently great. They usually don't have as much flavor variety, though. So you won't be able to get your spicy and hot. Or your teriyaki, I don't think. But, Korean barbecue, not really doing it for me. Especially not the fucking twee-ass hipster packaging. Cut that shit out. It's fucking beef jerky. Like, you're not gonna trick me into thinking I made the healthy choice by eating beef jerky. You're not gonna trick me into thinking that, like, this is like a health food. Or even that it's that, like, I don't know that this is any better than normal beef jerky. Like, it's probably barely more, like, there's no way that it might be more good to cows. Like, it might be that this is more, you know, it's not as mass produced, so it's like more close to vegan or whatever. You know, like, it's a grass-fed cow. They didn't pump it full of GMOs. It didn't suffer in its life. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm still eating a dead cow. It's like for people who are, like, too pussy to be vegan, you know? Like, you still want to eat meat. Like, you still want to eat dead animals. But, like, you don't want to feel as guilty about it. But, like, you're still eating some other creature. So, if you're gonna choose to do something evil, at least embrace the iconography of evil.